Aloha, cupcakes! Lil Daddy Roth released a 57 green. That is this one. Let's try it. So first I'm going to start doing some lettering with, I'm not sure which brush this is. It's one of the broken pinkies, I just don't know which one. I know it's not the mullet. But it'll be fun to do a little bit of small lettering with it, or at least sort of. It covers really well. I kind of like the way that this color plays over the black, though. It's definitely a need like a white highlight or something like that for this to really pop, but I do like this color. It's a little more pronounced than like the Kansas City teal. It's a lot more of the greenish side of things. I mean, it is green, but it's like a lot more of that green without it being like emerald green. I like it. But it covers really well. So that's a plus. I'm not saying that some things don't cover well, because I mean, if you do it right, they all do, but I'm not adding anything. I've actually just only put reducer in there. So now it's time for pinstripes. And yeah, that's one of the Ed Roth brushes, because I like it. And other than that, like seriously, just reducer. I didn't add anything to it. We're pulling some pretty clean lines with this stuff, so texture is good. And then even when I pull a little more squirrely looking lines like that, where it's kind of goofy in the top, I like that. I like that one. That was clean. See, I'm not entirely used to this brush yet. This is probably the second or third time I've actually used it, so I'm not 100% comfortable with it, but it's not a long study for things like this for me anymore. Now, some of these sharper lines that I'm trying to pull with this paint, it's a little thick. I probably could have thinned it out a bit more before I started trying to pull finer lines with it. And this isn't really the brush for the finer lines, but yeah, little reducer. And let's try a long straight one. Now we're good. Just a little reducer. That's all it took. And I still haven't added anything, by the way. This is just paint out of the can. I was trying to mix it in the cup with the reducer, but it's just, this stuff's super thick, so I'm fine working just flat out on the palette. So it is working for what I need it to be, but this is, I also like the way that this one's glossing up. This is a very glossy finish on this one. And I think that's also consistent with the Lil Daddy Roth paints. I think all of them gloss up really well. Typically, I've been putting hardener in everything just because it helps paint flow better here. So I don't necessarily see the difference. But when I'm working straight out of the can like this, there's a huge difference. So that's a good sign, right? I think. I like it. Might make it a little tougher for me to tell when it's dry, though. But yeah, when it comes to these letters, I'm definitely going to need to add some more color to it. I think it's a little bit dark for on top of black for it to really stand out the way that I want it to. But, you know, a little bit of white, we're good to go. All right. I think we'll do a couple more with this one, and then I think I'm going to try it with the scrolling brush. I'm not going to do any scrolling with it just because I think it's a little bit thicker, and I will wait until it's cooler around here before I start doing some heavy reduction on this. I'll do a couple of like twisty turny things with it, but I won't go super deep with it. But I'm using the Dragonfly, which is like my favorite one of the scrolling brushes. Yes, I have the wizards. Yes, I like the wizards, but the Dragonfly is still something that it's something to do with the length of the brush that makes it more comfortable for me. Now this one might be a little bit thick for this brush, so I am adding a lot of extra reducer to it just so I can get cleaner lines, but it's still a little thick for what I'm used to. But that's, let's just I'll do a couple of simple arches that, oh, that was clean. Okay, so I'm starting to get a little bit more of the hang with it. Like this is something that you probably need to practice a little bit with before, because it is a thicker paint. but it is definitely working. Like, once you get the hang of it and you've done a couple just quick stripes on something, you should kind of get a feel for how much thicker it is. And then even with the reducer in it, it's still definitely got a lot more pigment to it. So it is definitely more pronounced than some of the other colors. But that's not a bad thing. Like, I am definitely liking how much this stands out. And then even as thick as it is, pulling over other lines that are like semi-dry. Like, I should have had at least one little gap in there somewhere, but no, it pulled just fine. So, let's do a couple more of the, I'm going to do a couple like the dumps and pull out to a thinner line and see if that works well for me. Okay, that one's my fault. That one's my fault. I messed that up. I'll try again. I mean, I guess that's just the nature of it when it's a little bit thicker. Because like right there, I probably get down to put a little more reducer, but that's fine. Let's try a couple of other ones here. See, like that one died out a little too quick, so I need a little more reducer in this one. But it's fine. I like it. This color stands out in a way that I like it. So, I mean, there's that. And I think it's probably the most important thing is I like the way that this color is, and I like the way that the paint flows. So, yeah, that's where we are. I think you should try this. Definitely give it a shot. I like it. Highly recommend this one. Even when I do that. Let's do another one of those. Yeah, that. So that was fun. I like this. This is good paint. I like this. I know there's going to be a lot of people that have an awful lot to say. Go ahead. That's what my comment section's for. Unload it. But look at this thing. I mean, come on. This was fun, okay? And let's be real about this. If you're not having fun while you're doing this, it's just a job. And if it's just a job, don't. This is supposed to be fun. We're supposed to be able to enjoy this, and we're supposed to be able to just do what we do and actually enjoy it a bit. I know. Stay moist, my friends.